Hello, my name is Joseph Tripiano. Today I will be going over the topic of whether or not people, in fact, do have a weakness of will. The philosopher who discusses this topic is named Aristotle, and Aristotle originated from ancient Greece. In ancient Greece, he was mentored by another popular, famous philosopher named Plato. So weakness of will is when someone knows what the right choice is in a situation, but they cannot resist the urge or resist whatever the wrong thing or wrong choice is, and they choose the wrong thing. Aristotle's take and theory about people having a weakness of will is that our smarter and more logical side competes with our irrational desires, and sometimes our irrational desires happen to win, and we end up making choices that are not the best choices and decisions for us and can lead to consequences. I myself agree with Aristotle in his claim, because he relates to humans' inner strength and how not everyone is strong enough to withhold making the wrong choice even when they know it's wrong. For example, people can make choices based off either not being logical enough, but I wouldn't declare that as a weakness of will. But when people are making choices out of anger and love, or if money has something to do with it, or if people are trying to get power, like a president, if he knows that if a person running for president knows that something is wrong, but it would boost his popularity for the campaign, he might still make that choice, and him making that choice would be considered weakness of will. I believe weakness of will can be caused by someone being affected by things, like, for example, love for someone, getting money, or obtaining power. Although people have a weakness of will, some people just don't care enough or feel bad for making a choice that they know is wrong. For example, people living on the streets, people know that robbing someone is bad, or people know robbing someone off the streets is bad, but they just might not care enough. They don't believe in stuff like this, and they just do whatever they want. And I don't believe that is a weakness of will. But say, for example, someone's kid has cancer or something, and they need money to pay for their medical bills for the treatments, and they rob the bank. I feel like if they rob that bank in order to get money for the kid that is dying, I would consider that weakness of will. We have all been in a situation where we have had to make a choice we know was wrong. I know I have a lot, and I'm sure everyone else has too. Whether it's speeding to work because we're running late, or deciding not to do your chores because you don't feel like it, or you're feeling lazy, or whether it's eating too much food on Thanksgiving because did I really need a second plate of food? And people go through these choices daily. It's a daily occurrence. So me personally, I do believe that there is a weakness of will. So when asking the question, do people actually have a weakness of will, I would answer yes, because people do. People do not have the self-restraint to keep themselves from making bad decisions, and I think that ultimately is what you would define as weakness of will, as people not having self-restraint or self-control to make good choices and keep away from bad choices. Yeah. So thank you for listening into my take on freedom of will, and I hope you have a good rest of your school year and a good holiday break. Have a good one.